Here's something that might shock tennis purists. Carlos Alcaraz just proved that sometimes doing absolutely nothing is the secret to championship success. While most professional athletes obsess over maintaining peak physical condition year-round, Spain's tennis sensation took a radically different approach after his heartbreaking Wimbledon final defeat to Jannik Sinner. Instead of immediately grinding on the practice courts like conventional wisdom suggests, the world's second-ranked player made a bold decision that many coaches would consider career suicide. But here's where it gets controversial. Alcaraz's latest triumph at the Cincinnati Open, where he smoothly dispatched Serbian rising star Hamad Medjedovic with a convincing 6-4, 6-4 scoreline to secure his spot in the tournament's fourth round, came after he spent an entire week doing what most athletes fear most: absolutely nothing. "When I'm off, I'm off," Alcaraz revealed with surprising candor. "I don't step in the gym at all. A lot of times if we go for a trip, sometimes my friends go to the gym. The first week that I had off, I just told them, I'm going to join you for a little run. But then I woke up and I said, go, and I'm going to keep sleeping." This admission flies in the face of traditional athletic training philosophy, where even rest days typically involve some form of active recovery or light exercise. Instead of rushing into the demanding North American hard court season, which kicked off with the Canadian Open in Toronto just 2 weeks after his Wimbledon disappointment, Alcaraz chose complete mental and physical detachment. His recovery strategy involved a week of pure relaxation in El Puerto de Santa Maria, a picturesque coastal town in southern Spain, followed by 2 weeks of focused training at his home base in El Palmar, Murcia. This approach marked a stark contrast to the relentless schedule most top-tier players maintain throughout the tennis calendar. The results speak for themselves, though they weren't immediately apparent. Alcaraz's opening match against Bosnia's Damir Dzumhur revealed the rust that had accumulated during his break, requiring a grueling 3-set battle to advance. However, against Medjedovic, we witnessed the emergence of the strategic, composed Alcaraz that fans have come to expect. And this is the part most people miss about professional tennis strategy. Medjedovic, despite being just 22 years old, represents everything exciting and problematic about modern power tennis. The Serbian, who claimed victory at the prestigious Next Gen ATP Finals in 2023, notably 2 years after Alcaraz's own triumph at the same event, possesses the kind of devastating weaponry that can dismantle any opponent on a given day. His serve thunders across the net with intimidating pace, while his forehand generates the kind of raw power that leaves opponents scrambling. However, Alcaraz identified and ruthlessly exploited what many consider the most glaring weakness in today's power baseline game: movement and court coverage. While Medjedovic can end points with single devastating shots, his footwork, physical conditioning, and court positioning reveal significant gaps that elite players can target. "I know he's a really powerful player," Alcaraz explained, after securing his milestone 50th victory of the year. "His shots are incredibly hard to return. He has a big serve also. I know he doesn't like to run too much from side to side, so my plan was to make him run as much as I could. But here's where the ethical debate begins. Is it fair to deliberately target an opponent's physical limitations, or does this represent the kind of strategic brilliance that separates champions from contenders?" Alcaraz's tactical approach involved consistently pulling Medjedovic out of his comfort zone, forcing lateral movement that exposed conditioning deficiencies and compromised shot-making ability. The strategy worked brilliantly, with only a brief service break in the second set providing any real drama in an otherwise controlled performance. "It was difficult because his ball slides and it comes really fast," Alcaraz acknowledged. "But I'm just glad that I did it most of the time, tried to defend in a good way. I'm just really happy to get the win." This victory carries additional significance beyond mere tournament progression. Alcaraz's 50th win of 2024 extends an impressive streak of seasons, with 50-plus victories to 4 consecutive years, a feat not accomplished on the ATP Tour since Novak Djokovic's dominance during 2013 to 2016. This statistic places Alcaraz in rare company and suggests a level of consistent excellence that transcends individual tournament results. Looking ahead, Alcaraz's fourth-round opponent presents an intriguing storyline of its own. Luca Nardi, competing as a lucky loser after initially failing to qualify for the main draw, earned his spot through circumstance rather than direct qualification. The Italian benefited when 16th seed Jacob Mensik became yet another casualty of Cincinnati's notorious heat and humidity, retiring from their third-round encounter while trailing 6-2, 2-1. The tournament's challenging conditions have created opportunities for unexpected players while simultaneously highlighting the physical demands of professional tennis. In the women's draw, American favorite Coco Gauff advanced to the fourth round via walkover when 32nd seed Diana Yastremska withdrew due to illness, further demonstrating how external factors can dramatically alter tournament trajectories. So here's the question that's dividing tennis analysts. Was Alcaraz's complete break from training a stroke of genius or simply lucky timing? Does his success validate a more balanced approach to professional athletics? Or was this an exception that proves the rule about consistent preparation? What do you think? Should more athletes embrace complete rest periods? Or does Alcaraz's success represent a dangerous precedent that could lead others astray? Share your thoughts on whether strategic rest or relentless preparation creates better champions.